What is up? Good morning. Day 62. We're here. We're back. We're making things happen. It's a beautiful, sunny summer day. Headed in, no meetings, get some work done, get home, go to the pool, have pizza, watch The Chosen. It's going to be a good friggin' day today. At least that's the plan. We'll see what happens. You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. That's kind of how it goes. So along with this, just pray that I'm always trying to do the Lord's will in whatever I'm doing. That's a funny thing. We've never really talked about like faith in all of most of my streams or whatever. You can see like you got the cross, the crucifix right there. I've got a rosary hanging in my review mirror. It's just kind of a nice thing to have around. We pray the rosary when we go to school every day. We pray a decade, so it's useful to have that around. But just a good reminder too, something good to have in your car. It's good to have around those things. But my faith is important to me too, so that's what I think about when I'm trying to be effective, making sure that I'm doing the Lord's will. So that's non-typical to what we talk about, but I don't know. Maybe it should be more typical. One thing I forgot to talk about yesterday was on Wednesday. I went to what was it? Advocacy in the morning or something. Advocacy in the AM. So the Greater Madison Chamber put on an event that was very, very fun. It was about artificial intelligence. So we had a Jerry Zoe, a professor at the university, and then we had somebody who worked at Google, somebody who worked at a random company, and then a government official. And they were all talking about AI, which is really, really good. Two key takeaways that I got was one of the companies calls AI Army of Interns. So that's a good acronym for it. You're like, oh yeah, that is pretty accurate. Like it's a tool that can process and take away a lot of the bulk of simplified work and work through a lot of content, a lot of context, but needs to be guided, it needs to be trained, it needs to be checked on, right? So can't just be left to its own devices. So that's a really, really interesting way to think about AI, Army of Interns. The other thing was human in the loop. So I asked a question about automation. Like we talk about generative AI and document processing and things like that, but what about automation such that AI is controlling any system? Specifically, like if I don't know, if I want to reschedule something with somebody, I'd be like, hey, reschedule that meeting with so and so. I want it to go into my email and know what the conversation was with the email, when they're available, to check my calendar, and then it could even suggest some times. And then that person could reply, and then they could reply, and then eventually, the AI replies, and then eventually it schedules something. So that would be really great. Or it keeps track of orders that you have of supplements or something, and it knows like, hey, you're probably getting pretty low on this one. Do you want me to place an order? I'm like, yes, please go ahead and place that order. Things like that. Some intelligent automation I would really like. But you still have the human in the loop. You still have the person who has to identify or confirm the change that's going to be made. So the Google guy made the example of, or used the example of a data center using AI to figure out how it should cool to be more efficient and energy efficient and better for the servers. And AI will suggest, hey, based on server usage and this at this time of day, we suggest this temperature. But the human in the loop component means that you're going to have a human who confirms the change. So it's not a computer just changing the temperature, because we all know that the computers have had problems with hallucinating. AI has hallucinated, comes up with crazy ideas, crazy answers, goes off the rails. So having a human to check the recommendation and to approve the recommendation is super necessary. So you don't, in the Google instance, ruin $1 billion or $1 trillion infrastructure, right? So the human in the loop was the other takeaway from that meeting, which is really good. Today was a leg day. It was good. I had RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, and squats. So that was really, really good. I did them in ways that the back feels great. There might be just a little bit of soreness. No acute pain or anything, so that's good. And our goal with training is to do it sustainably and to be able to do it as we continue to age. So, super key that we don't do anything that could potentially hurt us. So today was, again, RDLs and squats, and it was fantastic. Keep doing that. I'm actually investigating. Let's see. I think that I kept running out of room, so I had to keep restarting. Anyway, trying to. Oh, I'm researching training apps. So apps that I can utilize, systems and services that I can utilize to help guys train and to get trainers that I know connected with people who need the help training. So I want to build the system, the infrastructure. I want to do the marketing, and then I will have some guys that I will get together who can help with the actual training. People who are certified, who it's their job, get them into that stuff, which will be really, really good. I think I have a niche market of people who need help, and I can advertise to them and I can work with them, and I think I can create something pretty useful. So I'm pretty stoked about that to make that happen. And I love just looking at new software and new systems and getting things going and figuring things out. So the creative problem solving like serves my soul, man. Like really hits me. So, all right, that's what we got for today. Thanks for hanging. Do good, be great. We'll be back tomorrow. If you're vibing, please do hit that follow. We're trying to get to 1,000 follows on TikTok, and we keep posting kind of random content from Twitch. Once we get to 1,000, hopefully we can actually stream from our OBS setup on the computer. So that'll simplify things a lot instead of trying to do it on the phone and the computer. Thanks, computer. So that's what we got. That's what we're doing. You guys have a great day today. Make it awesome. See you next time. Sayonara. Bye.